The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
So defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it out now when he forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And Freeman lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Out to his left.
Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Blues are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard, losing with 3rd and 9 looming.
Offensively, that's a mismatch that you want. You got to force a linebacker trying to cover your back out of the backfield and in some open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes complete to Likely. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
The Chiefs at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Mahomes now to throw. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And again, it's Mahomes. On target to his man, Likely.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we'll tie it at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to save with his man there.
They find some open field here. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On the jump.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Good chance. This is 4-down territory if they're not able to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check pass. Check pass.
Slot man moves right. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw here. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 17 yards out. And the Blues will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. From the 44, Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
50 Falcons! 18 Cardinals!
They'll go option to the short side. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure behind the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To about the 40-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can do, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Booker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Oh, that's going to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Baker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Azeez Ojulari. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Chalk that up as the first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Hey, pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were